story is as true as it is bizarre. A bodybuilder named Yuri Tolochko married an inflatable doll named Margot in 2020 over in faraway Kazakhstan. He fell madly in love with an inflatable doll and thus began a relationship in which he treated her as a real person. He dressed her, took her out to eat, and even opened the car door for her. He uploaded photos with her, wrote romantic messages, and said that love doesn't need to be alive to feel real. Soon he announced their wedding, and the ceremony was a full event with guests, a cake, rings, and even live music. But months later, Margot suffered some cracks, so she had to be sent for repairs. During that time, Yuri met a new doll named Lola. He soon began going out with her, a secret affair. The media reported the infidelity amid jokes and laughter, but the unthinkable would happen just days later.
Did you know Sydney Sweeney's glow at this year's awards wasn't from makeup, it was from something underneath her skin? A week before the event, her stylist leaked that Sydney was trying a new beauty treatment, a serum meant to fuse makeup pigments with living tissue. It was rumored to make skin reflect camera light like polished glass. At the ceremony, everyone noticed her chest shimmered unnaturally, like liquid light pulsing under her skin. Every step she took made the glow ripple, like it was following her heartbeat. When asked about it, Sydney smiled too long before saying, "It's not makeup anymore." After the show, she skipped all interviews and locked herself in her hotel suite. The cleaning staff later reported a chemical smell, metallic streaks in the sink, and handprints on the mirror that seemed to shine on their own. Her team claimed she was resting, but she hasn't appeared barefaced since. Even in casual photos, her skin still glows under shadows, like the red carpet light never turned off.
Did you know about the story of the guy who was strangled by an octopus? His name was Shamil. He was sitting by the seaside in a cheap sushi bar with 3 girls. They were having a great time, drinking and laughing. Shamil wanted to impress them and decided to order a live octopus. It was the restaurant's special dish. They brought the octopus on a plate. It was moving and squirming, but that didn't bother him. The girls were recording as he picked it up with chopsticks. Shamil laughed while the octopus writhed, and then he swallowed it whole, without even chewing, and that's where he made his mistake. The moment the octopus entered his throat, Shamil felt it grab onto his tongue. The sucker stuck firmly to the roof of his mouth. Naturally, he couldn't breathe. At first, the girls laughed, filming him and taking selfies. You can find the video on TikTok by searching "octopus in the throat." The girls thought he was joking, but then he slammed his fist hard on the table and his eyes nearly bulged out. He was truly suffocating. The restaurant staff ran over, but it was already too late. The octopus was too deep inside. 2 tentacles were still hanging out of his mouth, twitching as if trying to escape. The guy couldn't be saved. Later, the autopsy revealed that the octopus was still dancing inside his stomach. Did you know a girl who couldn't close her eyes, not even while sleeping? Her name was Lena Safronova, and she was born into an ordinary family in Bryansk. Doctors told her parents that she had no muscles in her eyelids and would live with her eyes open for the rest of her life. When she started kindergarten, the teachers were afraid to leave her alone. Lena never blinked. The other children teased her, saying she was always watching. At school, the teachers worried about her eyes drying out and advised her parents to homeschool her. The family moved to Tver, hoping to find doctors who could help her. Initially, Lena asked everyone to keep the lights on. She was terrified of lying with her eyes open in the dark. Photos of her are still available online. Just search for "the girl who doesn't blink." Lena sits with her eyes wide open and her mother applies eye drops every few minutes. One day, her father found an advertisement for a new experimental eyelid muscle transplant. It was their only chance, and the family decided to take the risk. 4 days after the surgery, the hospital called the parents. Lena's condition had drastically worsened, and they couldn't save her. The family received compensation, but her mother still only sleeps with the light on. She is just as afraid of the dark as Lena was. This is Kayla, the hair extension addict. She doesn't wake up tired. She wakes up tangled because her extensions are fighting for their life. She walks into school flipping her 20-inch hair like she grew it overnight. Everyone knows she didn't. She had 12 clips in a prayer. Her friends say, "Girl, that's not your real hair." She goes, "It is when I'm wearing it." When she runs, her extensions lag behind like they're buffering. One wrong move and a whole track might fall out. Kayla just says, "It's the wind." At lunch, she fixes her hair every 5 seconds like she's in a shampoo commercial with no budget. If one clip shifts, she acts like it's a medical emergency. Teachers don't even call her by her name anymore. They just say, "Kayla, check your hair," because something is always flipping. Kayla's not obsessed with long hair. She's obsessed with pretending it's hers. And every school has that one girl whose confidence is 90% extensions and 10% delusion. A woman used a hair straightener on high heat every day until her hair made her pay the price. Every morning, she increased the temperature even more, setting the straightener to maximum power and dispensing with heat protectant. She never let her hair recover from the heat. She said she no longer liked her natural hair, calling it frizzy and dull, so she straightened it with the straightener every day. Over time, her perfectly straight, flawless hair became part of her personality. The way she recorded 5-minute straight hair tutorials, the comments she replied to praising her anti-frizz trick, that was her trademark, her identity. Then one day, her hair started breaking in clumps. The ends became brittle and brown. She finally decided to stop using the straightener altogether, filming the process of letting her hair grow naturally. She said she wanted to show her true self, but when she let her hair air dry, her smile disappeared. Her natural hair was split-ended, dry and uneven, and the once soft waves were now rough and frizzy, as if they had forgotten how to maintain their natural shape without being burned. A long silence followed. No filters, no words, just her, holding a handful of broken strands, as if she didn't recognize the woman. From that day on, she never posted content about straightening irons or straight hair again. She disabled comments and deleted the video, and even though many tried to copy her perfectly straight hair routine, she left only one sentence on her profile. They looked so straight that they forgot they were once soft, vibrant strands.